What is Franciscanism? The term Franciscan refers to followers of Saint Francis of Assisi within the Catholic Church. The religious order established by Saint Francis of Assisi in the 13th century is known as the First Order of Saint Francis of Assisi. The Order of Friars Minor is the name by which the order is formally recognized. The First Order is divided into various branches or groups that have developed over time. Major branches include the First Order, also known as the Franciscan Friars, has several branches, the greatest of which is the Order of Friars Minor. Following the rule of Saint Francis, they lead lives of chastity, obedience, and poverty. Preaching, teaching, and helping the needy are just a few of the ministries they participate in. This branch, also referred to as Conventual Franciscans, is known as the Order of Friars Minor Conventual. It was founded in the 15th century. They adhere to the same values as the OFM, but their organizational structure differs in important ways, such as their tendency to live in larger groups and their more organized style of governance. OFM Cap, the Order of Minor Friars Capuchin. The Capuchins are yet another division of the First Order that dates back to the 16th century. The Franciscans are recognized for their unique hooded gowns, from which their name is derived, and they place an emphasis on rigorous adherence to the Franciscan discipline. The contemplative and charitable endeavors of the Capuchins are well known. The Second Order, Poor Clare, and the Third Order, Secular Franciscans. Deeply founded in Catholicism, the Franciscan tradition places a strong emphasis on many of the same principles, teachings, and practices as the Catholic religion, such as the importance of compassion, kindness, and charity. While other Christians struggle to make ends meet, Franciscans reject the idea of living extravagantly. Franciscanism guiding principles are as follows. Through the Trinity, God exists as a community of love. In the image of God, we are all related to one another. The Franciscan order's emblem is a tau cross with two arms, Francis of Assisi's left arm, which shows his hand bearing the stigmata, and Jesus' right arm, which depicts his hand wounded from being nailed to the cross. Their motto is the Latin phrase Pax et Bonum, which translates as peace and good. Both Jesus Christ and Saint Francis have the same aim to fulfill God's will by carrying peace and good throughout the whole world. Now there are many who are working day and night to carry out the same mission by living in peace and good. This question is for all of us now. But what do you do? One of the most common questions we Franciscans hear from those just getting to know us is, but what do you do? How do we answer this question if we want people who live in an action-oriented society to have a good understanding of what we are about? We can start with, it's not what we do but who we are. We live the gospel by following the example of Saint Francis. We make a lifelong promise to live out our baptismal commitment. But the question persists, what do you do? We are peacemakers, we listen to both sides, we do not sow discord. We care for creation more than loving animals. We are stewards of all that God created. We see that it is good and beautiful and encourage others to do the same through our example and actions. We stand with the poor. We not only serve, but we work to make their lives better. We look for the good in others. We try to treat everyone with patience and kindness, even those we do not like. We are people of relationship. We love to pray together and to collaborate in our fraternities, at work, out, and in fraternal life. We are welcoming. We seek to see what is lovable in those who may seem unlovable. We are people of prayer and conversion. We try to deepen our relationship with Jesus each day by spending time with Him and by being willing to change what needs to be changed in our lives. We are people focused on the Incarnation, the crib, the cross, and the Eucharist. We frequently meditate on the passion, death, and resurrection of Christ, coming to know Him well through the Gospels. We celebrate Holy Eucharist regularly because we know He is present in the Eucharist. We use our God-given gifts in the service of others, but we do not seek recognition. We live simple lives. We are not showy. We live in the spirit of poverty. We esteem work and work hard to support our order and our fraternal life. But money and possessions are not our goals. We live in detachment. We are focused on Christ rather than on possessions or personal recognition. We do not cling to the world, to possessions, or a personal agenda. We are generous. We are not addicted to wealth, pleasure, power, position, or honor. We serve when asked, but we serve gratuitously. We are joyful, kind, gentle, and merciful. Franciscans are willing to forgive. When they need to correct others, they do so gently and with love. We support the mission of the Church. We help to move it forward through our participation and collaboration. We evangelize through our example. We also evangelize through our service to others. So, what we do is bring our baptismal commitment to life with a Franciscan flavor. We have promised this with all our hearts. How about you? What do you do? Reflect on how you live out your baptismal commitment by following the rule. How do your fraternity's active apostolates exemplify the characteristics mentioned above? How would you explain to others what Franciscans do?